You want to stay up here.
It's a little bit of a difference. A little bit of a difference.
Dire team pick.
Well, we've got our whole new collection of picks coming out across the board. The Tiny, actually it was the Nature's Prophet first pick overall by Business Associates. Then Tiny, Clockwork, Beastmaster. I think that Business Associates play with Nature's Prophet so well. I think that is like a really key hero to their success.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the Tidehunter is interesting too. Kind of a
5
classic
seconds
Brax
remaining.
hero. But why the Tide over the Underlord? I guess the big reason is just the damage reduction, right? From the Anchor Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like Underlords just looked like a little bit of a stronger version of Tide as of late.
I think that we've been seeing more and more melee heroes too, right? Like oftentimes there's at least 3 of them on a team in a game, it feels like, and we've got that already here for Omega Gaming. So more value out of that Ravage and Anchor Smash. It's pretty good.
I mean, I'm always up for more Tide. You know, it used to be a pretty big staple of competitive Dota. Has fallen off rather hugely in the past couple of years. Don't see nearly as much Tide anymore.
No. And he's got
Dire
that
team
wonderful
battle.
Aghanim Scepter that everybody loves to get.
And he might have that pot belly.
The pot belly. Oh my god.
I
That's
think
why they picked him.
they should rework his Aghanims, all right? It should be a single tentacle that he can, like, target, and it comes out of the ground and does, like, the Ravage stun.
Like a lion stun?
Yeah, but it's like, it's the range of Ravage, and you can just
Okay.
click it, and it's only the width of one of those
5
tentacles.
seconds
Interesting.
remaining.
That would be a dope Ags. That would
I like
actually be
that.
insane. It would be like a hex, basically.
Yeah. Well, and you'd like be able to set up the Ravage afterwards, right?
Yeah.
So you could do like one and then you sort of get in position and then, pop it afterwards. I like that.
Ice Frog.
Let's do
And
it.
it should just be called Tentacle. That's it.
It sounds good. Is there like a smaller version of the word Ravage? What would it be? I'm gonna look this up real quick. Give me a
It
second.
would be, it could be a ruin or a raise, a wreck. I'm
did
looking
it.
at synonyms for Ravage.
I'm looking at Ravage Thesaurus. Devastate, ruin,
Radiant team
wipe
back.
out, destroy, wreck,
Despoil.
despoil, despoiled tentacle.
Harry. You're gonna harry something? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Harry. It's sort of. I think it always comes to mind in like in terms of like if you have like a cavalry or something and they're
Yes.
sort of harrying
Yeah,
the
or
group back.
politics. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I didn't think of it like that.
God, are there any other good ones?
No.
Spoilate. Yeah, I like
Plunder.
that. Depredate. I've never heard
Yes, we'll go with that.
depredate.
I'll send that right along.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and then back for the gyro. So lots
10
of
seconds
big
remaining.
AoE here. Ravage into call down.
5
But
seconds
Sven
remaining.
Egg's looking better and better throughout this one. I mean, the other benefit of Tide, of course, Kraken Shell. Very good versus Roar. The chain's not coming up from the Sven, too.
Radiant
Hard to
team
dive the
back.
hero.
Yep.
But they do have the Witch Doctor now also, so kind of an answer in terms of being able to just throw that Maledict on him and actually get some consistent damage out there, and maybe bully him back a little bit in the laning stage even. Future
The other thing that's
Arcana winner.
cool is that
10 seconds
you have,
remaining.
yes, future Arcana winner. You have the choice between the Underlord and the Tide, and
5
one of the things you can do is when it's an
seconds
Agi carry, the Underlord's going to be better because the atrophy aura is all that base damage. But when you have all like the plus damage, I think that Tide still works there, right?
Well, yeah, it should also for the other ones as well, because atrophy is just base damage total.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. But
Yeah.
like for a Sven, though, he buys a lot of plus damage.
Gotcha.
So the atrophy
Yes.
doesn't do anything, right?
Yes.
So like, whereas the Anchor Smash actually impacts that, which is really cool.
Yeah, totally. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Dire
Math.
team pick.
Death Prophet banned out would have been a nice way to round this one out. Would be kind of big cooldowns, but more Yules, more kiting. How to get Roche. What do you want to play, Moo? Timber is banned.
10 seconds remaining.
Ember's kind of weird this game. Plus they have a tiny, so then they can put
5
the tiny in if they
seconds
wanted to.
remaining. Pick.
I think the
Lena.
Lena.
Banned out last game. Man, it's like big AoE to little AoE, you know? Like you're saying, Ravage, Call Down, Light Strike Array, Cogs,
They just
Sprout.
needed a Darkseer in the middle, you know? You just
Exactly.
ravage and then shrink them into
10
one spot.
seconds remaining.
I mean, it is a really crazy amount of team fight, though.
5
Like,
seconds remaining.
if you catch 2 people in the cogs, like, that person's hurting. It's just going to be demolition. Speaking of Thesaurus.
Yes. What do you do now? That's the question. I mean, Doom is still in. I'm trying to think of heroes versus Tidehunter. I mean, Disruptor, obviously, but hard to work in with the current lineup they have. I think they have to pick a mid versus the Lina.
Yeah. And I mean, it feels like it's like if you could fit in a mid somewhere else, like a Nyx feels like it would have been a really nice fit in here, something to like sort of turn an engagement around.
Yeah, Nyx would be sick in this game for sure.
But you really do need that mid hero. So maybe they just do tiny mid against the Lina and they could pick a Nyx.
Yeah, I don't know if you can though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that much about like how good Tiny's versus the range heroes these days, but doesn't seem very favorable, and his jungling's not very fast, so I'd be pretty concerned.
Yeah.
I feel like they might like Storm or something.
Kunkka would have been great.
Yeah.
I like Kunkka a lot. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know how you deal with this Tidehunter, even though, like, I guess Maledict kind of does it, but it feels like it's going to be hard to get that initial burst, really, and not get ravaged.
The lane's good, I think. I think they have a pretty good way to deal with the lane, but yeah, it's just that like mid and late game of like trying to stop Tide from running things.
Yeah.
Well, they take their full time limit here, and they do take Storm. So
Choose your hero.
it's a good hero. I get it. I like it. I don't think it's like perfect, but I don't really see a better option for like a hero for the game and the lane.
Yeah, I think this Tide pick was actually super clutch by Business Associates, and it set up the rest of their draft to look really good. Because, I mean, that's one of the biggest issues with Storm is like the ability to kill people. Who does he easily kill in this game? Like, Lena's probably going to have Yules, and Nature's Prophet is probably the best one that they could go for. But we'll see how much Fear is actually a target and how much he gets picked off. Game number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the Omega League, Omega Gaming facing off against Business Associates. Again, winner moves on into the lower bracket. Loser is just relegated on down. They got to play playoffs elsewhere. It should be interesting.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to start at the base level though. We talked a lot about like the macro game, but in terms of the actual laning stage, things could look all right here for Omega. Like the mid, sure, Lena's probably going to get a slight edge, and the Storm's going to jungle a bit, and it's going to be fine. And Lena doesn't rotate that fast. Her setups in the side lanes aren't perfect, like for rotations. Missile's kind of the best thing they have for like a guaranteed like come out of the fog and stun them after. But then you have this Beastmaster Tiny dual lane, so if they get a little bit of control with like the boars and the Avas and the tosses and start picking on Fear a little bit, that could be good.
Yeah, definitely. That feels like it's sort of the route to win for them. It's making something happen in this laning stage. We'll see what the setups are as well. Omega Gaming definitely looking impressive here. And the other thing that's really interesting about this that we didn't really talk about was the two divisions are basically North America, South America, right? As far as their line, the lineups were for the groups. And I kind of want to see there's not like completely distinct metas. It feels like there's a lot of crossover here, but there's like a couple of things that sort of stand out. And I want to see how that plays out as we get further into the playoffs as well.
Very, very nice.
Well, tomorrow I think is when we will see that. I believe. Oh, actually, no. There's quite a delay until the actual playoffs start.
Well,
yeah,
I think
okay.
Thunder Predator versus 4 Zoomers starts
2 days.
2 days from now.
Yeah.
And then Quincy Crew versus Beast Coast is much later. Not sure what the word is on Hector and what was going on there, but hopefully.
I mean, it's also that like they have so much time. There's so many series they need to play before the upper bracket finals anyway that they can kind of wait their way through there. So
that's true.
All right. Well, to start, they're gonna try and go for an early grab here and get the ward down. I don't think they saw Brax's ward. They got planted down really fast.
Okay. It's always the best feeling.
He's his Bob Ross. It's a pretty little tree. I haven't seen that spray before.
Wait, where is it? Oh,
Like,
nice.
It's Bob Ross, and he's painting
Oh.
a tree. Oh, Val, that's
Damn.
cute.
That's
Well
30
done.
seconds
Well done,
to
whoever
battle.
worked on that one.
Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I haven't, but it's on my list because I know it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to watch it on airplanes because I didn't want to see it in like the tiny screen.
Yes.
And now I'm just home all the time, and whenever I go to watch a movie, I just think like, why wouldn't I just like play video games? So I don't know. I'm
I'll
not in a
say-
movie watching mood right now.
I watched it with my wife, and she enjoyed it a lot. But the spray
battle
paint kind of reminded
begins.
me of it as well. Not necessarily that exactly, but it's good.
Wow,
Omega.
thanks for the spoilers. Now I'm even gonna watch it. Now I know there's spray paint. God, you ruined everything.
I'm sorry,
I hate you.
Trent. I'm sorry. 3
Sorry, I'm
pounder
just
it's picked
a
up
little
from
angsty,
Omega.
you know.
Yeah, you've been locked up for a long time.
Yeah, it's the kids.
God. So, yeah. Unironically, though, can I tell you one? I'll tell you it later. Actually,
Unironic.
well, because there's one thing. There was one point where a spoiler like actually got really bad. Did I tell you about this when I did it?
Oh, like you spoiled like during a Dota broadcast?
Yeah. So
Ooh.
Game of Thrones came out, and it
Oh,
was
no.
like the reaction, the like big huge one as we're gonna see Oscar take some pretty good damage here.
He's dying like.
Yes.
Is that naming people? Is that basically what you did?
I said I said without saying who it was, man, he just gave up on life and died like such and such, falling out of the window. And the thing that was going on there though was that we were watching it like in the big group as it was being released. So the people that were watching the game literally could not have been able to watch the Game of Thrones reveal while it was still like live and happening as I was spoiling it because I only watched the worst 5 minutes. It was unbelievable.
Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's a wicked spoiler.
Yeah.
That's like the worst one I've ever heard of.
It was really bad. I felt awful.
I hope your Twitter got blown up for that.
It did a little bit. People were pissed. It was really bad. Yeah, I spoiled it as it was live, and people were deciding to watch Dota instead of watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you punished them for their insubordination. And look where that got them.
Exactly.
Yeah, should have just watched Dota. That's what I learned. I finished in that. Fear, he's caught in between INS and Oscar, but he's got his treant buddies, so he feels tough. Right? Tiny, Blightstone on Fear. He's like, yeah, come on over here.
This is
I'll
such
show
a
you
tough-
what for.
hasn't skilled anything yet on Tiny, so they could go for one of those toss-back plays, but seems unlikely that's going to
Well,
work on Oscar.
Oscar's not back, that's for
Radiant
sure.
courier
Damn.
Has been killed.
They actually even get the courier kill down bottom as well while that's all happening. INS still hanging out over.
Dire's courier
side,
has been
but yeah.
killed.
They managed to get another courier snipe as well. Lane-wise, Sven's having a good one. The rest of Omega, not quite as good. Dark Mago is
Yep.
not that far behind the Lina, though, so it looks like they're kind of okay here. Each hero's got their bottle and everything.
Brax is still firing pretty freely. The play will be level 3, right? When you have the second level in the Maledict. That's why they're trying to soften him up now. Then they'll have the Mango into the second round of spells, and they can maybe go for a kill onto Brax. So they'll just have to make sure he salves back up before then.
Not backing down right now. Mangate. And in the meantime, Panda able to get a little bit of a side pull off here. Not bad.
Yeah, Snakey contested a little bit, but at least they drew it back a little bit further than it would have been.
They do have the stun now available from both heroes as well as Maledict. But, hey, like you said, are going to wait for level 3 instead.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah, he really
He's
wants
trying to
that one.
hide because he knows that Brax
there it
is
is.
playing around it.
Ooh, they're looking. Stun comes out. They get the secondary stun. Maledict out afterwards. Brax is going to take some damage, but because he got Anchor Smash off, it's actually first blood mid on the Storm. The
Oh, he's
rotation
juking
came
and
over.
jiving, and he's going to have the salve. Now, does he go for the salve back here? Oh, he's
Dude.
crazy. He's an animal.
That's so good.
What a player.
Well, Panda's going to break it, but
That's,
still,
that's the 300 damage right click right there.
not bad. Brax trying to walk
Radiant's
away,
middle tower
and
is under
I mean,
attack.
I think that he's fine in this lane now.
They spent a lot because, yeah, now they only have a Maledict. They don't have the double, so he just needs his courier.
And Snake King gonna spot out the Storm here on that ward, trying to hide outside of vision, which I believe is
Stealing
working.
some juicy XP here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Slowing down that jungle.
And they're just going to dive him now. Catches him in the cogs. Moo makes the movement over. Light Strike Array is going to land. They're TPing in to secure the finish. INS trying to make something of this and turn it around on a Moo. Meanwhile, bouncing coconuts goes back and forth, but it was only a level 1 stun. Yeah, Business Associates are rocking it right here. And are they going to rotate for INS? Envy made the rotation all the way over and could force him out. And this could hypothetically end up being 4 runes. No, they're like, yeah, they're going to get him.
No.
INS? Chase? He's dead. All right, they get 1. Panda makes his movement.
He salvages the game.
Max is saying, oh, high five.
Yeah. Hello. How's that minus 34 damage going?
God, it's so annoying, I'm sure.
Oh, I leveled up.
More damage reduction.
Yeah, and there's still just no mana on Panda, so he can't pressure him. Come on, get this guy a mango. Yeah, he's going to mango and a clarity coming, so they're going to go for another kill attempt here. Although that Dire Ward did see it coming, and also sees the fact that Muro's in here juggling again, so in comes Snaking. Hello. Just leeching some more experience, friends. Oh, Courier.
Don't. Oh,
Nice
saving
save.
day. But that's more mana used. Oh, man. That one really is tough right now.
All right,
for
is
this
Brax
sword.
dead?
We'll see.
Oh my god.
Dude.
They can't get him.
He just walks away. He really does not care that much.
And he's not going to die here. There's not enough damage with that late of Malzik.
Well, stun.
confident.
Brax just walks away. Yep. Meanwhile,
And he got to the mask, man.
Dude.
Like, now he's safe.
Storm
Oh, no.
ends up going down also. He's level 5 still.
Radiant's
Oh my
middle tower
God.
is under attack.
These rushed medallions from the Nature's Prophet are so annoying.
Yeah.
They're so good because everyone's so slow at the start of the game, right?
Yeah.
So you just like TP on top of them after like a
Radiant's
single
middle
stun and you get
tower
so many
is
right
under
clicks. Hi,
attack.
Panda.
What is Envy doing? Why is
Panda
he
doing?
here? Oh my god.
Where's
Ed-
Envy? Oh my goodness. Hello.
Envy like walked like this. Like
I believe they're doing the business associates, right? Isn't this what they were doing
Radiant's
yesterday
middle
too? The
tower
8-minute
is under
rotation,
attack.
everyone mid.
yeah.
Radiant's
It's
structures
true.
are
And
fortified.
they get level 6, Envy just shows up. And it's great with Gyrocopter. It was weirder with Anti-Mage, but it still ended up working for him.
I mean, Gyro's the original hero. He's the one who's always into doing this.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Brax,
attack.
meanwhile, Fear actually gets a kill
Radiant's middle tower
onto
has
Panda, who just gets ran down. They're still showing up here. INS on the other side. They're going to go in for the Lena. If they can get this kill, it'd be worth it. And Moo able to make it happen. That was so needed. Toss back now on to the Storm. Low on mana. And it looks like they're not going to try and chase him more.
Now, what did this cost him of leaving top though? Because he is the Hawk down. He's got the boar slaying away. Like,
Is under attack.
is Envy gonna TP back top?
I-
They're pretty low here.
It doesn't appear so.
They just don't care about this tower, I guess.
Huh. Yeah,
Dyer's top
that's
tower
really
has
interesting.
Now, to be fair, they just played a game where their Beastmaster got really farmed and they realized it was pointless, so.
That's true. Did not matter. Yeah, interesting. I guess if they just get all of the other towers around the map, that's pretty worth it. And it looks like they're pressuring
Radiant's
for this
bottom
bottom one.
tower is
Brax,
under
no point in
attack.
Ravage yet, but he's saving a point.
Yeah. And the Radiant are just gonna go farm top, it seems.
Trading off the map already. Are there any ancient sacks or anything
Radiant's
like that?
bottom
Doesn't look
tower
like it.
is under attack.
No, he could get one right now from
Radiant
INS low.
structures are fortified.
Unfortunately, he did not. Now Panda's gonna try and rush over there. No, he's not gonna go. Oh God, someone sack his agents.
I mean-
Mask of Madness, dude.
I think it is tough though too because like, well, on top, Clockwork is just dead. They just roar him. Hear the finish.
Dyer's middle tower
Because like,
is under
if you
attack.
get those stacks stolen, you know, GG.
Yeah, but you're Sven. You don't worry about those being stolen.
That's true. That's fair enough.
Yeah, Mask of Madness is just like free farming.
He's the one that's having a good game, definitely on the side of Omega. Him, Beastmaster.
Invisibility.
He's probably about to die though.
Radiant's
Moo's gonna
bottom
come over here with
tower
this
is
invis
under
rune.
attack.
Although he went
Dire's
north,
top
so he might be
tower is
okay.
under
Maybe
attack.
Panda's gonna pay the price.
Yeah.
If I was Moo, I would be looking for the Sven in the ideal world. But they know this Beastmaster's up here too. There's an Obs ward that's gonna spot Brax, and that might be enough to send Oscar home. And yeah, he's good.
Does he
Thanks
decide
for
to stick
tree.
around? No, he's TPing out. Easy peasy. Walking high ground. Brax says, come deal with me. Stone onto Envy, nothing afterwards. Brax still has Ravage available. Josh to
Hunter.
slow down, and pretty quick and easy. Wait, but they're moving in. They don't know about this. Call down already used. And they are going to be able to force the rest of Omega back.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Wow.
Oh, Dark Mago does get Fierce Courier in the mid though, and lots of mana, so he's still feeling kind of safe. No real way to punish him.
No.
Well, they have this Yules.
They need that level 6 on snaking, it feels like, before they can really start to get aggro.
Yeah, I mean he's good now. Oh, there's no mana here from Moo. I don't think they actually wanted that fight, but they're gonna keep committing.
Ravage, used, chase down, looking for +1. They find him. Oscar is going to be caught here. And Roar to try and get away, but the rocket is going to land, and then a couple more right clicks come through. It finishes off Oscar.
Yeah, so what's really good there is that they were really low on resources. Like Lena didn't have any mana or anything, but they just have so many numbers that they can't fight. I mean, Storm had pretty much full mana, but he's only level 9, and unless you have an Arcane Rune as Storm,
Dire's bottom
you
tower
just
is under
can't do
attack.
anything in those early team fights. You have a very limited burst option, right? You can kill like one hero, but like 4 heroes there, you're gonna die for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god. Dude, Envy keep going. Envy's
Good thing
crazy.
Snake King didn't have TP.
Yeah.
Oh, Snake King though. You might want the Witch Doctor instead.
Dude, Envy
They
is
have the
just-
Obs.
He's just running around the map, just trying to kill people, like whoever.
Look how farmed he is still though. Like he's
Yeah.
not even far behind considering how much he's running around.
He's had a fabulous series so far. Envy's looked really good.
He has. Yeah. And he still has 2 branches left for his tangos.
Yeah.
He's trying to burn this HP. Like my lane was boring. I just left it and started fighting people.
Yeah. Well, up top now, they see all of these heroes, and they're TPing in on the other side. INS going to get caught by the Sprout, and the chase down running in for the finish. Storm realizes he does not want to be here any longer, and they won't be able to go on him. Snake King thought about it.
Radiant's top tower
Classic
is under attack.
business associates. No one jungling. All their heroes and a hook shot down the bottom lane. He wants Panda. Still just level 5 on the Witch Doctor, and the hero that's generally going to be free anyway. Even if he is level 6, you obviously aren't going to get your ulti offers as clockwork. Unless you have the world's greatest RNG and stand in the creep wave.
Radiant's top tower is under
Exactly.
attack.
Now that would be something.
I would love to see that.
He did live though,
Yeah.
which I must say, well played by utilizing that creep wave.
Yules trying to get the light strike rate. Oh, they managed to hit it. Damn. I didn't think they were going to get that kill. And now INS going to try and Quelling Blade his way out of there. There is a missile on him. Brack's thinking about it, but decides better of it. And bottom instead is where the action's going. Snaking. Going to be caught. Oscar. Fear is in the area as well. They kill one. Can they find any more afterwards? He's caught himself inside the Sprout to keep him alive. Now trying to bring down Envy with the Sven, but he's just going to be caught up now in the Yule Scepter as well. Light Strike Ray is going to land. Right clicks, doing what he can, trying to dodge away from the cleave. And eventually, possibly, move! There's a big bad Sven, he's killing everybody. They managed to spread the damage and finish him off.
That got a little close.
That's like a freaking WoW fight.
So Storm has big problems because Yules is just like brutal. He can't do anything. You're gonna get hit by LSA every single time. Like, the little wind, it's like Queen of Pain blinking. Like it's so free, you know. Every time he's gonna
Radiant's
die,
top
but he
tower
does have
is
an
under
Arcane Rune,
attack.
so now he needs help. He needs a team fight with this Arcane Rune, I think.
I mean,
or maybe he just tells his team to mess off and he's gonna farm the whole way through. That could be a play too.
yeah, that's true too. I mean, it's sort of like, I guess, dependent upon what they give you too. The thing you talk about with like the LSA follow up, like even there where they were trying to save him, throwing the avalanche, you know, trying to mess with the timing, it's like it's still just not enough. It's so hard to get away from it.
Looks like he's trying to like find where they're at, and they're not aware which bounty rune they were smoking at. Maybe they were, 'cause they stuck Panda on that one, to be fair.
Yeah. And the sacrificial lamb left again to die.
Radiant's courier has been
Black
killed.
Cannon hitting him too. Oh, and this courier too. Oh, mercy.
Give me a high five. Ravage comes out. And the chase down coming. Snaking's here as well. He doesn't have hook shot. Chase.
This looks like a fight to take.
They're going in. They're making their move. Ravage is already down. Roar's going to be used on the clockwork. Eternal Envy taking a lot of damage. And Moo is under control, but again, he's sprouted. Stuck to the side. Can they bring him down in time? Moo, one slice is going to be enough for the kill there. So they try and get the damage mitigation out. Call down to slow. Snake King catches him in the cogs. We'll be able to finish off the clock. Now looking for more. INS trying to make something happen. Won't be able to catch onto the gyrocopter. But Brax will eventually be pulled down and killed as well. So a good fight for Omega.
Yeah, the arcane rune. Bless up. That's the only way you win that fight.
Yeah.
It's just, it's crazy. And the fact that I was wondering why he jumped Moo, because I saw that Envy was so low, right? But he realized that if he doesn't jump Moo, he's going to get Yules. And if he gets Yules, he's going to lose that arcane rune.
Right.
Then he can't fight. So, smart targeting there from Dark Mago.
Now with the regen rune, he's ready to go again. Does have the Bloodstone queued up afterwards. So straight Bloodstone, no Orchid for the Storm. Which is a little bit crazy again, but I guess...
Well, I mean, there's Tide, worthless.
Yeah.
There's Lena, kind of useless. Gyro's probably going to get BKB after eggs, or at least shortly after, or he'll just go the stats resistance route anyway.
Yeah.
So, no choice, unfortunately.
I guess maybe you just go BKB after Yules or something if you need to fight with it or something.
I'm getting a second wind.
Because there is so much stuff that he needs to deal with.
And now they're chasing after Fear, too. Well, alright. Well, I thought INS was going to go in first, and then suddenly he just did the big old zip, so he's happy to utilize that regen rune for this.
You blew it.
Easy peasy.
Radiant's
Getting
middle
kills,
tower
making
is under
moves.
attack.
That's what they need to do. And almost completed Bloodstone now. 17 minutes. I mean, I'm still feeling like pretty okay about Business Associates draft, but it's starting to look scary with this Storm and the Sven coming online. Like, it's a little spooky.
Yeah, I would be
Dire
kind of concerned here,
structures
because
are
this
fortified.
Sven's going to be a rather large lad here. Doesn't have a way to work in the eggs yet, though, with his current build. So he's still going to have to be a little bit cautious, because like he's got Cogs and the Sprout, and even like Ravage. Like there's some plays there too
Yeah.
with the Aghanims. So I would love if he was able to find a way. Of course, you know,
Denied.
BKB helps deal with a lot of those, other than the Sprout too. So understandable.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he's almost level 15 too, right? Where he's going to have the Dispel.
Ooh. Okay.
And he can help target down the Lena.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds real good.
Invisibility.
Panda. Again, just dropping down some deep wards. That one was scouted, though, by their ward that's already in the area. So it should be a kill into a D ward pretty quickly afterwards, I would imagine. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't see it.
Uproot you.
Yeah, no, Fear's got the sentry. I thought he was going to go too. Maybe he was smoked. I didn't look at him.
Yeah. Looking for a catch there, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. And yeah, Storm queuing up BKB right afterwards. By getting some mangoes along the way also. Nice.
Yeah. So now, if you're Business Associates, there's still a small window here, although that Blink Dagger is really good for the Tiny, where the Roche becomes a question for you, right? Of like, what do we need to take Roche, and are we going to be able to fight at Roche if they have BKB on Storm instead?
Yeah.
And I think the answer is no, because Brax will be very irrelevant for a
Radiant
while
are
when those
scanning.
BKBs first come out. That's the unfortunate part about Tidehunter. It swings back the other way later on, like especially if you make it to refresher stage, and there's 5-second BKBs, and now everyone's living in fear of you with their BKBs. But they're gonna get the big target. That's Moo. That's the highest net worth hero, and he is out of there.
Super dead.
And they want the chase.
The chase, yeah. This is a freshly minted Bloodstone, starting out with 2 quick charges potentially. Snake King gonna be chased down and killed, and the toss back. They found Brax as well.
That
He's
Hawk,
getting demolished.
baby. And they saw Brax the whole way circling around the pit because of that, and then he utilized that Hawk vision to toss him onto Roche.
Damn.
Gets the assist.
And immediately into Roche to take this down. That was like the most valuable God strength ever. I mean, now you've got, what, 17 Bloodstone charges on Storm? I don't know, man. This is quickly falling off the rails for Business Associates.
Yeah, they're in a bigly bad spot, as it were. Envy's saying it all right now with the item queue up. Don't worry, guys. Envy, no. Oh, he's got 322 gold. Not fitting. He kills some more ancients.
Guys, this is what we need. Just listen to me. I promise. Another regen rune for Storm.
Okay, but he's not actually going to, right?
I mean, I think he is.
No.
I think he might. Like, if there's one player in the world that would do it, it's Envy.
That's like a Medusa build, or like even like an Io or something. I don't know, but that was close.
I am firmly believing this, every little bit of it.
So here is part of the logic to it. It's a Ravage item.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and right-click everyone during Ravage. But you also have a tie with no blink or anything. I mean, I guess you got hookshot too, though, so that can help set up the potential decent Ravage. But 5-man Ravages don't come very often without a blink dagger.
He will certainly give them the surprise factor, also.
Yes, that's true.
Dire's bottom tower.
So
there's no way. I bet you a toonie that he won't finish this next.
I don't know what a toonie is. What do
What?
you think of that? Is that your guys' currency or something?
That's our $2 coin.
Dire's
Oh my
structures
god.
are fortified.
Toonie.
Toonie. You know what our $1 coin is?
The oney?
The loony.
No,
It's got a loon on it.
I know the
Dire's
loony.
middle tower
I
Yeah.
has
actually knew that
fallen.
one. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys got some funny money up there.
I know. They really missed the opportunity of calling it the doubloony.
Loony.
Yeah, they had like a national poll of what we should call the $2 coin. It's got a polar bear on it instead of a loon. And like doubloony. Like, come on! How did that lose to
Radiant's
Toonie?
top tower
It
I mean,
wouldn't have-
Toonie's kind of good because, you know, 2, but like doubloony. Like, really,
Right.
we could have been a
Dire
nation of
are
pirates.
scanning.
Duo Bloony. That's what you should have called. No, it's terrible. It's just
No,
awful.
doubloony's fine. Why we don't ruin a good thing here? Smoke up coming.
I already did.
Yeah.
They're looking for anybody. Yeah, Business Associates very much under fire. And I mean, so hypothetically, let's say he gets this rapier and
And you're a doubloony Richard.
right,
Dire's
exactly.
middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
I don't know actually, like if Brax is nearby him and they've got
Radiant's
the
top
problem is still
tower
those
is under
BKBs
attack.
though too.
Yeah, no, he's still just gonna die. Like,
Yeah, it's a really
the only hope is
problematic.
that like they're BKB'd and he's stunned and the Aghanims kills them.
To be honest though, like even if you get a BKB as gyrocopter, like what does that do for you? Like they still have roar. I don't know if it ends up mattering. Snake King goes in, gets pushed away. INS, big old stun comes out. Ravage just try and save the day, but the BKB was already there. They focus down Envy, now looking for Brax. Another kill coming down for the Fishman as he is going to be stunned, avalanched, and 7,000 gold lead now.
Yeah, Envy. Maybe he did see it all along. It's like, guys, we're in desperate mode. There's a reason I need to queue this up.
He's prepped. He's ready. If they do manage to get it and he just like, you know, gets all of his flak shots off during Ravage, how much? I mean, I guess it depends on if Warcry comes out or something, probably as well. I don't know.
You know, the most impressive part of this game from Omega was from like the 12 to like the 17-minute mark.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Balls, pushback, Laguna Blade. That's Aegis down. Are they going to stick around? Okay, Light Strike Array. Eternal Envy coming in, trying to finish him off. He goes down. They actually managed to burst him. Where was the help? All of his team was there.
Oh, they're not there now. They're out.
They're trying to run away. Snake King's already used hook shot at least, but that was a huge pickup.
Yeah, they really need something going back their way too. Because, well, I was gonna say is like Omega, they were getting picked apart, right? And, like,
Yeah.
we saw Business Associates was like diving and running around as 5, and so what ended up happening is that they were getting a lot of kills, but they also weren't gaining a lot in gold and XP because they weren't like farming the lanes that hard. Whereas we had this like jungling Sven the entire time.
Yeah.
And then they managed to like kind of retreat with the Sven and the Storm, and they gave up some deaths on like the Tiny and the Witch Doctor. Mostly the Witch Doctor, though, and that's kind of fine, right? Like, Panda was doing a lot of scaling for them to try and keep them alive. And then, of course, they won that one big fight, won the Roche pit, and that's what gave them the lead they're at now. But as we close in on the 25-minute mark, we get probably 2 for 2 on the bounties here. Yep.
I think Mengate got one. Oh, then the Business Associates got the other top one, I see, yeah. Well, it's definitely feeling like they're going to need to get some more these armor items eventually. That could be one downside to this Ags build for Sven, is that if you know, the Gyro does finish the Rapier, his armor's good, but it's not like absolutely amazing right now.
Oh, Blitz pulled down for 1 second. He couldn't get in.
For the chase. Jump in on the other side. BKB already popped Ravage, but the Yules dodged it. Did not do a lot, but look at the combo coming out. Actually doing a lot of damage to the Gyro. He goes down. Sven's moving forward for more. They lost the Tiny, but looks like they're going to get far more in return on the side of Omega. Triple kill from Mengate.
They just took so much damage from Dark Mago when he zipped in there, because that Ravage was actually pretty good,
Radiant's
despite
middle
the
tower is
Storm
under attack.
BKBing. He caught the Beastmaster
Dire's
and the
top
Witch
tower
Doctor, I believe,
is
on the
under
backline
attack.
as they were trying to follow up that Storm.
Yeah.
So it really helped slow down the damage that was coming through, but then, you know, the Sven just rolled on in and managed to get all 3 kills, which is perfect, you know, even though Storm did all the damage. As it keeps him propelled right into this Agnums and already 1,500 gold after slicing a single creep wave
Yeah,
in
dude.
one blow.
It's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, this Imp Claw.
Well, Gyro now going to queue up the BKB instead.
Boo! I mean, but yeah, he doesn't have a choice.
It needs to happen. It's tough. That, like, this game is so incredibly hard right now for Business Associates. And let's see, you're going to have a Solar Crest soon on Beastmaster. Nature's Prophet already has his. Oscar has been very much the playmaker in this game number 3. As apparently they need a second. So yeah, Omega Gaming, 9K gold lead.
Playing extremely well in this
Yeah.
match. And, what do you do as Business Associates? The Roche fight, I suppose, is an option, right? You have Ravage, you have Call Down, and they obviously have plenty of tools on Omega too, but there's always the chance that you can perhaps burst them down if you manage to get a really good Laguna and the right-click damage out from Moo in time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be the route that they go. I mean, if they manage to find somebody out of position, that's sort of the. I think the big thing that's scary right now is like Roche coming back up. It's sort of not predetermined where the fights are going to be, but you kind of know when they're going to be happening, I think, for most teams at this point in the game, and how things will be playing out. So Business Associates going to have to make some chaos.
Yeah, I just see this Stormhammer, and I think, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
You know, I saw that some of the teams today were picking up Blink Daggers on even their position 5s to try and handle it. Because I think it was EG that were doing it versus Alliance, because that's really all you can do. Because once he has the Stormhammer Dispels, you can't rely on Yules. You can't rely on Ghost Scepter, right? It doesn't do anything.
And Sven is such a hero that just needs those like first initial hits that like front load a crazy amount of his damage. Granted, he does a lot of damage over time as well, but like
I mean, he's an
ensuring-
Imp Claw too,
Right.
So it's like even more important, as you're saying.
Yeah, it's devastating. God, I wonder how late of an item. Like, what's a better item than Imp Claw for Sven? Like maybe Titan Sliver, but even then, it's like
Even then, that's just base damage. It's not even that good.
yeah, insured crits is like crazy good, even if
Yeah,
it's not a
that's very
huge
nice.
amount.
Brax hiding in the trees. They put a bounty on him. Play it cool,
know.
Brax. They don't know.
We know we're coming for you. Oscar didn't send any Hawks up there, it looks like. I always wonder if that's one of those like unintentional ones where they're clicking like Tidehunter is missing or they wanted to or something, you know?
Oh yeah, that happens to me all the time for sure.
Dire's
Telescope
top
now.
tower
Ooh,
is under
Paladin
attack.
sword. Pretty good one.
Double damage.
Trading off the waves. Hawk passes over the top of Moo and Snake King. INS who also is pretty high level.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Just sitting there in the river himself. A DD for Storm.
Radiant's bottom
Not
tower
that much
is
duration
under
left
attack.
on it right now, though. God, look at all these treants down here. That's a big creep wave, actually. It's going to take some pretty substantial damage onto this tier 2.
They're so far gone now, though. They're just gonna go roach.
Yeah.
Like they're all over this map,
Radiant structures
and the
are
flare
fortified.
misses. So now they're gonna scan
Radiant's
roach.
bottom tower is under attack.
Hopefully they don't even bother wasting it because it's quite dead.
Don't they have telescope? No, they didn't.
No, the Radiant got it.
There's one.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Hits for 2 seconds less, but it's just as painful when they see it.
Didn't steal the roach kill.
No, sadly.
Wow, what a scrub.
Damn.
Radiant's bottom tower
Come on,
is under
Snake King.
attack.
Ooh, repair kit? Oh, but it's Omega. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, not that good.
And constantly just throwing that solar crest.
They're
on
waiting for this
Nagate.
kill. Oh no, Snake King's leaving.
Moo? Moo? Hello?
Wow, they waited so long for that potential kill.
Yeah, they're pinging it. I think that they saw Moo TP out right there. Here in the meantime is just trying to do whatever like creep cutting he can do.
Yeah, this is the puppy play, right? When he was claiming the 5.
Ooh, did they get it back? Oh, his associates, they get the outpost back.
Stupendous.
Okay, good save. And he will hold that top lane. So what can all these treants do? Can they just wipe it?
I think so. I don't know if it matters that much though. Like that tier 2 is already dead top. But
Well, it's just going to get your wave out further, right? That's the big deal.
yeah,
So it just gives you way more vision.
it's true. But you can see that the pressure is out there on the mid. They'll be able to catch another one with these treants, but not take it all the way away.
He's going to send another one down the top lane, though. He wants to try and keep pressuring this top tower since it's actually getting low. And this is at least gaining on something while you know they're controlling your half of the ancient part of the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something. I guess that Omega, they can just feel confident like holding this lane until that tier 2 is already taken and then maybe go high ground afterwards if they want.
Dire's bottom
Yeah, they can
tower
just do
is
this
under
one, too,
attack.
where they just like keep grabbing the
Radiant's
waves as they
top
come
tower
out.
is under
Right.
attack.
Dark Mago does have an arcane rune also. We're still
Yeah.
50 seconds
Dire's
away.
bottom tower has fallen.
And
Radiant's
looks
top
like
tower
they
is
might be
under
thinking
attack.
about going high ground.
Dire's
INS
bottom tower is
initiating
under attack.
onto
Brax.
Brax, pulls him back in.
He's no
That
TP now.
is going to be a dead tie. He does have buyback. Oh, Wingate turn in. Ghost Scepter keeping Snake King alive. Still hitting now. Gonna stun forward. Try and find a chase down. BKB's already been used. Roar.
Oh my God,
Ravage
he gets
comes
shredded.
out. It is not enough. And the slice and dice from Mengate. Ultra kill. Trying to find himself one more along the way. Tosses him on in. Given the rampage. Actually stolen the rampage. But everybody dead. No buyback.
Is under attack.
Brax took 600 damage from ball lightning. Yeah, and 600 from Sven. So he just got obliterated in like a single frame. Yeah, Omega Gaming. What the upset?
Unreal, dude. Megate's feeling it. Look at him. He's so excited.
GG!
That's really cool.
Disconnected.